Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Grounded in Purpose. My name is Kara, and in this video, we are going to talk about the thin line between support and validation. So let's jump right into it. So support, when I think about support, I think about the genuine people in my life who are my hype men, who are my hype women, who really just are there to uplift, to encourage, and to really just be an inspiration. And so, of course, like, who doesn't want support? I think that where the line blurs is when we start thinking about validation and what we're really seeking when we're looking for validation. So validation falls more into the realm of needing to be affirmed. It is really that needing to have approval. And I will say one of the greatest freedoms that we can have on this earth is freedom from public opinion. However, a lot of times it's easier said than done because as humans, we do have this desire for companionship. We do have this desire for belonging. We have this desire for just relationships and closeness and proximity to others. However, sometimes we really just got to check ourselves and see what are we really searching for. And to me, what it really comes down to is our emotional awareness. Are you aware of the things that are triggering your specific feelings? Because the truth is that we are not responsible for other people's emotions. And other people are not responsible for our emotions as well. So if you find that you are the type of person who gets easily upset when people react in a way that you were not expecting, there is a great chance that you were looking for some level of validation within that individual. And you know, I can really probably talk about this all day, but it's really a form of manipulation because what you're basically doing is you're waiting for someone else's response, someone else's emotions to dictate how you respond and what your particular emotions are for that situation. And it's very, very toxic. So I want you to think about your own life. What are the areas that you feel like you have genuine support in? And what are those areas that you feel like you're looking for the affirmation, the approval in? I know I'll just talk a little bit about myself and my own personal experience with support and validation and how I have to check myself from time to time. Because for me, I haven't always looked for validation from people, but I definitely have looked for validation in accomplishments. So when I graduated from high school, it was like, okay, cool, but I still got to graduate from college. When I graduated from college, it was like, cool, but I still got to graduate from my master's. When I graduated from my master's, it was like, but I got med school. And so once that med school paradigm broke down, and we realized oh no, we're not going to be graduating from med school, I had to really go in and to really get connected with my identity as far as whose I am, which I belong to God, and what He created me for, which is my purpose. And so I think that when we get really clear in our purpose, that we don't have to be tied to validation by the things of the world. We don't have to be tied to validation by what people think of us. We don't have to be tied by what title that we get to utilize for our names. I know one of my best friends, it's so funny, one of my best friends, she's a veterinarian. And I remember one of her professors, he used to have them call him by his first name. And they would be like, what? But Dr. such and such. And he was like, no, my mama named me such and such, so y'all gonna name me such and such. And I just think it was really funny. But when I think about it, I think that sometimes a lot of people, we are so defined by who we're supposed to be and what that's supposed to look like on this realm. And for me, for him to have that level of freedom to be you know what, just because you don't call me a doctor does not mean that I'm not a doctor. It doesn't take away from my qualifications, And so I want to say, as far as, again, my personal walk, my personal experience goes, not only is it a great thing to have freedom from public opinion, but it's also good to have freedom from opinions that we place on ourselves, because a lot of times we can be our biggest critics. We can put a lot of pressures on ourselves that God doesn't even put on us, you know? And sometimes you got to check yourself. Am I putting a higher standard on myself than what God has for me? And that's not to say that we just go through life and, you know, we go through life aimlessly and we don't have goals and we don't have expectations and things on ourselves. But we have to be very cautious about what is leading us down our specific path. Is it our purpose, which it should be, or is it what people view you as or what you view yourself as? And so again, I just wanted to dig into this topic for a little bit, and I just wanted to encourage you, if you are a person who, you know, feels that you're always having to please other people and to feel like you have to wait on someone's emotional response in order to have your own, you really need to get clear on who you are, and you need to get clear on what your purpose is in this life. So I want you guys, if you could just share with me anything that you have had to overcome when it comes to dealing with support or dealing with the need to be validated. Just go ahead and share any of those experiences with me in the comment section. I hope that you guys have a blessed week, and I hope to chat with you all soon. Bye.